Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Mustangs offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. The Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looks left and finds his target there. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the East Carolina Pirates offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Grab behind the line. It's Shabira. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. The Pirates will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Pirates moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. 1st and 10 play coming up. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going or all the way to the end zone? Touchdown, Pirates. And that kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's a wide open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Some really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold, what do you call it, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Running out of time, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. On here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Mustangs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second and goal for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
The play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Tackle made after just a short game. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finding space at the 20. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking for a gap. It's Shabira. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. The Pirates will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the wideout goes in motion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. That's a nice pickup there. They buy some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And looking to throw now on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Fung. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Wells. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. And the single back takes the handoff. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all. So instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Fung. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, I know it's only the first time, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need to...
And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drive. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Pirates will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Bringing pressure. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Pirates will line up on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the quarterback dropping back, using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
It's a quick grab, and the ball to the ground.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
The Pirates looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off. Touchdown, Pirates. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This defense dominated the first half and helped them take the lead. Now as same old. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage and doing what they need to do.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And he drops back in the gun, looking for the wideout. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Kirk, it's East Carolina with the lead here. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic minute. And the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Quick throw over the middle. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
And the extra point was up and good. Returner looking to create better field position. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings
by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Pirates with 1st and now the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss. Blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after the incompletion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. And the back now goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down after the completion. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, SMU. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field. Return team. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. First and goal. Late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Ponies. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.